Today is Sunday, July 3rd. We are walking from the cottage over to the main Park Hill house to have brunch with everybody. Slept a little better last night. Woke up at noon. Still definitely not adjusted to the 8-hour time difference. But, it's just weird. Try to go to sleep at night. Can't really sleep at night. Watched some of the Blue Jay game. It started at midnight. They were getting blown out, so I turned it off. Tried to sleep, just kept waking up. Eventually go to sleep, and then all of a sudden it's noon. But going over to have brunch, and then this afternoon we're going on a distillery tour at Lindora's whiskey distillery, which is just over in that direction. We can actually walk there, which works well since we don't have a car rented while we're here on this vacation. So that's at 2:30 today. And then tonight for dinner, we're gonna have dinner in the backyard of the cottage where we're staying. Everybody's gonna come over. There's a pizza oven and we're gonna fire that up and we're all gonna make individual pizzas. So that'll be really fun. Tomorrow we are gonna go into Edinburgh, see Edinburgh Castle, do a city tour. I think we're gonna go on a Harry Potter tour as well. So that'll be fun. And that's the plan. That's the tentative plan for today and tomorrow. So I'll check back with you soon. Oh. Here it comes. Is that Roger? Putting some sort of nutrient or spray of some sort down onto the, I'm not sure, I'm not even sure. Listen, I'm not a farmer, but I'll get more intel on what that was that they were doing. Morning, Breda. Morning, Grandma. Just outside the distillery here is the base of where we are staying. You can see our cottage is through the trees right over here in this direction. And then over there is the apple orchard where they grow the apples for apple cider. And we are going to go inside the distillery for our tour.
Alcohol goes in here. This is where we want to start to separate the water from the alcohol content.
So, if I'm correct, the whiskey spends some time in these barrels, those sherry barrels. These are bourbon barrels, those sherry barrels, and then another one down there. So 3 different kinds. This is the very non-technical regurgitation of what I just heard. This is the Aqua Vita.
A wife just like you at home. I'm gonna teach her to drive a standard one of these days.
It's not technically a whiskey. This is what the monks would have made for the king.
Sorry, did you say you were driving, sir? I'm driving, yeah. So you're driving. Okay.
Cheers. Cheers. Breda. Tasty?
Tasty.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And then that's the whiskey, right?
This is whiskey.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you mind passing that over to your wife, please? Yes. In case she thinks I'm missing her out again.
So the whiskey on the left and the Aqua Vitae on the right.
3.5 years old.
Happy July 4th from Scotland. I am walking from our Airbnb cottage over to my sister's main house. I'm going to help my brother-in-law chop some wood. We've been using a lot of wood in the fire pit in the backyard in the evenings and the fireplace in the living room here. So I'm gonna go over and help replenish those supplies. There's no shortage of wood to be chopped here on this 530 acre farm. So gonna get to it for a couple hours. And then later we're gonna go to Marks and Spencer's. We're gonna try and buy whatever traditional July 4th food we can get, like hot dogs and hamburgers. And then we're gonna grill those for dinner tonight. Have a bunch of US flags put up around the house. And I'll be wearing whatever US gear I brought with me to show some spirit for today. So that's the plan. Got up this morning at around 11 a.m. We only have like 3 or 4 days left here now. So body still is not completely adjusted to the time, but now it's getting closer to our departure that I'm not sure that I'm just gonna climb over this fence here, the gate to our property that we're staying at. Not sure if I'm gonna put too much effort into trying to get up super early. And there's a car coming by there. Because in a few days we're gonna be going back into the other time zone. Gotta be careful on this road here. These roads are really narrow here. It's pretty narrow. And of course they're driving on the opposite side of the road than I'm used to. So I gotta make sure that I'm walking up the right way. But yeah, the other thing that's happening today is the London Heathrow Airport. So we're going to be going Edinburgh, Scotland, back into London, and then a London direct into Los Angeles on the return trip home. But London Heathrow Airport is so short-staffed right now. It's been in the news and stuff actually that they've canceled a bunch of flights. Our flight has not been canceled, but they only gave us like an hour to get from to reach our connecting flight, which realistically, seeing how much of a circus act it was there the other day when we flew in, there's no way that I don't think that an hour is going to be enough. So Rada and I are looking at other options as far as leaving the night before into London or leaving the next day, just so that we can actually get into London and make sure that we're there with plenty of time and not potentially getting to London and then missing our long flight and then being stuck in London for whoever knows how long and having to figure that out from there. So we're trying to be a little preemptive, a few days in advance. Anyways, it's a work in progress and we'll go from there. But yeah, just almost at the property to chop some wood. So I'll check back with you later. Here is the entrance to the main house. Park Hill Farm. This is old Park Hill. So this was my farm office for the last couple hours. It was a good alternative workout today, hauling and chopping wood. I even have my own axe. My brother-in-law got me my own axe and named it the Nathan. So yeah, I had the 3 kilogram splitter. That was the workout for today. I hauled the logs from over that direction, brought them over here, split them up. All right, we're gonna go to Marks and Spencer's and grab some food, bring back to the house. July 4th, we are here at Old Park Hill and enjoying the surroundings and of course, having some hot dogs and hamburgers. Wouldn't be July 4th if you weren't having hot dogs and hamburgers. We are on the train on the way into Edinburgh. It's approximately an hour ride? Yeah. It's about an hour ride, so we're gonna take in some of the beautiful Scottish countryside. have a chat, and then we will be in Edinburgh. We have arrived at Edinburgh Waverley Station. We're just paying for our tickets, and then we're going to be off to grab some lunch. We're trying to get our party of 9 into this contemporary Indian restaurant called Dishoom. We just walked here from the train station, and it looks like we've gone ahead and got a walk-in for 9 people. So let's go and enjoy. Let's go. I am getting the Dishoom chicken tikka right there. Chicken tikka has arrived. Great, I got the same thing. We just finished our lunch and now there is a big line waiting to get in. So it looks like we just beat the rush here to Dishoom. It was really enjoyable. The food was definitely a little on the spicy side, but we all enjoyed that. So just needed some extra bread at the end, cool down the palate. Finished our lunch and we are walking through around Edinburgh. In about an hour, we have booked a Harry Potter walking tour. So everyone's looking forward to that. Okay, we have started our Harry Potter tour. We are following the guide to our first stop. That's our guide right there, carrying the stick with the flag on top of it. So we got to keep up with him so we can hear everything properly.
Okay everyone, if any of you guys are Slytherins at heart, or maybe if you're just Slytherins today, you should be pretty excited about this stop. This is the grave of your most notorious leader, Thomas Riddell. That's right, I did say Riddell, and it's not because I'm terrible at my job. It's actually because if you look at his name here, it is spelled Riddell, D-E-L-L. Of course, we know in the Harry Potter series, our notorious leader is actually called Thomas Riddle, spelled D-L-E. Now for 20 points, is anyone able to tell me why Rowling might have changed the spelling of Riddell?
So it can be changed to Lord Voldemort.
Pretty much, yeah, I'll give you that, yeah, 20 points to Ravenclaw. It's to fit the anagram, yeah, I know what you mean. Massive inspiration for Hogwarts Castle, the castle that we see in the Harry Potter series. Both from its old medieval architecture all the way down to the cascading rocks that build up its foundation, which are actually built upon a 700 million year old volcano.
Popping into IJ Mellis here on Diagon Alley, also known as Victoria Street. And this is one of the shops that they're carrying the April hard cider at. Good to see. So this store has 5 locations and my sister's hard cider is being sold in them. Smells really good in here. We have popped into the Black Bull for a couple of pints. The kids are next door getting ice cream. We just used the facilities, but now I'm actually gonna go outside and sit in the sun. They have a patio out here, so might as well capitalize on the patio. We were able to secure a table out here, and our seats actually have a nice view of the castle. So I'm gonna sit here and enjoy a beer.
Yeah, I don't know, I've forgotten. I don't, yeah, it's right. Yeah.
Those two statues at the front. Those two statues at the front. One is William Wallace. The other one is Robert the Brave. Brave.
I tried.
The cannons are still up there.
I was on the ward most of the day, and I literally chopped out every Chinese kid, and everyone, the windows were open animation, so everyone could hear me shouting, right, move.
Just waiting for our taxi to arrive. It's 6 a.m. on our final morning here. Signing off from Scotland. It was a really enjoyable trip with my family. Seeing my mom for the first time in a long time, hanging out with my sister and my brother-in-law, my niece and nephew. Seeing all the sights that we wanted to see here in Scotland and just relaxing a lot for the 10 days. Really enjoyable trip. Lots of memories to be had. If you did like this video and this series of videos here in Scotland, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time I make a video, you're alerted that I have a new one. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.